Netflix buying Warner Bros. For 82.7 billion might be the single craziest plot twist Hollywood has dropped on us since Disney decided it wanted to own half of pop culture. And yes, Netflix buys Warner Bros. For 82.7 billion is literally the sentence echoing across the entire industry right now. You feel it like a season finale cliffhanger. Nobody was ready for it yet. Everyone secretly expected because, let's be honest, Netflix has been playing this like a long, slow chess match. While people they argue about whether the platform is dying or cheering, Netflix just leaned it forward and whispered, checkmate. And the wildest part, this wasn't some billionaire flag where they open a world and they casually pull out a 2.7 billion is loose change. No, definitely is not this Netflix did, but every mega the corporation in the streaming age does. They are broad, they are leveraged, they are bad big because they know exactly what their catalog is worth. This is capitalism endgame edition. But here's the thing: almost nobody thinks they understand. Netflix didn't buy a studio. They bought time. They bought IP. They bought cultural immersionally. Warner Bros. Is a century-old universe, villains with stuff people watch again and again into the head death of the sun. Harry Potter, DC, Lord of Rings, HBO, Rebecca and Morty, Cartoon Network, the entire Western canon of Tough Your Dad, Quatos, and Dinner at the Table. The Omnic isn't a business move, it's a survival instinct. And Netflix needs survival right now more than ever and ever. Not because they are the failing, but because they have already reached the point where the growth requires conquest. Streaming is no longer who made the best show. It is literally who owns the most universes. And after this deal is finalized around Q3 of 2020, Netflix might own the more universes than God. But here's where the things get interesting. And the part of thumbnails, it's done. Energy doesn't tell you it's not done. It's at all. The Paramount is still the cooking. Regulators are sweating. Writers union are the shepherding their knives, and half of Hollywood is screaming. Monopoly like they've just landed on Park Place. Meanwhile, Netflix is over here the smiling, like Thanos putting the final stone in the gauntlet. But the real question isn't how did Netflix buy Warner Bros. It's what the hell happens now, because Netflix is a streaming first company. They don't build their empire on theatrical experiences. They build it on the binge, silence, cliffhangers, and the contacts. I don't know, it's algorithms that know you better than your parents. So when you take control of the studio, was legacy was cinema. Are they going to nurture it or press into your assembly line? Assembly line. Imagine HBO under Netflix. Imagine DC under Netflix. Imagine a world where every Warner Bros. Show comes optimized for autoplay. It's not impossible. It's not even unlikely. And before anyone freaks out, yes, Netflix said they won't interfere with theatrical plans. But let's be real, studios say a lot of things before the accountants walk in. This merger could trigger a complete instantly shifts. Warner Bros. Wants the template of prestige the cinema might pivot into leaner, cheaper algorithms approved the contact pipelines. Or maybe Netflix will go prestige too, doubling down on quality like HBO did. Either path, they change Hollywood forever. We don't know exactly. But here's the twist nobody talking about. Warner Bros. Needed this just as much as Netflix did. Financially, opportunely, creatively, Warner Bros. Has been drifting for years. IPs were staging dating, franchises were mismanaged, exclusive were playing musical chairs. Netflix isn't just a buying a studio, they're the buying, they change the restrict, and either they success or crash, and burn it the spectral fashion. That is what makes this moment so historic. Okay, because this isn't just another acquisition. This is the opening the shot of a new streaming war. A war where Disney, Amazon, Apple, Paramount, Universal, all of them are now the strike throwing the Netflix like, oh, they're serious. Yes, they are serious. And whatever happen next, it won't just change movie, it won't just change streaming, it's going to change everything we watch forever and ever. You can believe it. Future of Hollywood is officially upgraded.